Oh, whoa, whoa, hey. Don't sneak up on me like that. You almost made me drop some WMDs in my pants. But seriously, watch this video that I'm about to show you. It might make your day more better. It might make your brain more smarter. But one thing is for certain. It's a video. And who knows, it might even be a video of a dog driving a car. But that's not guaranteed. Just like a third term isn't guaranteed for me. Damn amendments and rules and constitutional stuff. Man. Anywho, watch this clip.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, secure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. The introduction to the Constitution, which is known as the preamble, lays out all that the Constitution will cover. The key phrases are establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. There are those who focus only on the words common defense and think that means the use of the military only. Yet the threats to this nation come not only from foreign shores. Those threats can be something like a plague which can destroy our food supply or wipe out the American population. Such threats cannot be fought by a soldier with a gun. That is not to say that a strong military is not needed at all times. It is to say that we must be prepared to fight whatever threatens the freedoms of the American people. There is no greater threat to those freedoms than the public being unable to protect itself from illness and disease. It is for this reason that we must have a strong healthcare system that protects all. This is where the phrase establish justice comes in. For how can you have justice if one man dies from a bad tooth while another is able to afford a liver transplant or a heart transplant? Such injustices can only destroy the domestic tranquility, which in turn will threaten our common defense. This is why, as a nation, we must promote the general welfare or well-being of the American populace. To ignore that is to go against everything that this nation was founded on.
This guy tried to tell me that the government didn't have any right to regulate business, meaning the health insurance industry. He wasn't too happy when I showed him where the Constitution gave Congress just that power. Section 8 of Article 1 lists all the powers of Congress. Under where it says the Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, it says that Congress shall have power to regulate commerce with foreign nations, and among the several states, and with the Indian tribes. The health insurance industry is commerce, and as such, Congress has a right, no duty to regulate it. It is the job of Congress to protect the health of the American people. Healthcare should be a right. I mean, how can you have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without it?
I just do not get it. 72% of Americans want healthcare reform, so what is up with these crazies?
Hold on a second.
Acorn doors?
I don't know, they have a list going down the line. Yeah, I am registered. Somebody will be right with you.
Are these with the Acorn people to come in?
Acorn, come on, let us in. Acorn. Oh, I love it.
Acorn door.
I am just, oh, that's the deal. Yeah, you're not able to
How come they can't? Hey, go in, hey! Yeah, go in,
Wow, those teabaggers are nuts. What is with Republicans and their hatred of ACORN? ACORN is a very good organization which is only trying to help the less fortunate to vote. Why does the right think that is something bad? Another thing is the people who had filled that meeting first weren't from ACORN, so why are these teabaggers throwing the name ACORN around like it was an insult? Aren't most of these town halls first come first served? So, these Republican lobbyists weren't able to shut down that meeting. My heart really bleeds for them. Why do so many on the right think that only their opinions should be heard? It is unbelievable that the insurance industry would spread so many lies about healthcare reform.
We begin tonight with the ferocious campaign to kill healthcare reform in this country and an investigation into who's really behind it. Out of all of the kooky conspiracy theories that are being peddled right now about healthcare reform, that healthcare reform is going to mandate abortions, that healthcare reform will mandate free sex changes, there's one particular conspiracy theory that has managed to gain the most traction by far. And it is the idea that healthcare reform is really just a secret plot to kill the elderly. Conspiracists from right-wing talk radio to street corner screamers to Republican members of Congress all maintain that the provision in the health care bill that says Medicare will pay for the consultation if you want to get a living will, even though that was championed by conservative pro-life Senator Johnny Isakson of Georgia, that's actually secretly a plot to kill your grandparents. The theory has been presented as fact by Republican members of Congress on the floor of the House of Representatives. It has been promoted by conservative talk show hosts on both radio and on television. It has been Facebooked by prominent Republican leaders like Sarah Palin, who says that she's fearful that Obama's death panels will want to kill her parents.
I know about death panels because I've been part of one. You have no idea what it's like to be called into a sterile conference room with a hospital administrator you've never met before and be told that your mother's insurance policy will only pay for 30 days in ICU. You can't imagine what it's like to be advised that you need to make some decisions, like whether your mother should be released HTD, which is hospital parlance for home to die, or if you want to pay out of pocket to keep her in the ICU another week. And when you ask how much that would cost, you are given a number so impossibly large that you realize there really are no decisions to make. The decision has been made for you. Living will or no, it doesn't matter. The bank account and the insurance policy have trumped any legal document. If this isn't a death panel, I don't know what is.
The most intrusive system to life-saving medical care is already occurring. Doctors daily have to contend with the regulation on their medical practice by the health insurance industry that decides what treatment is acceptable for payment. So while former Republican VP candidate Sarah Palin has called the president's health plan evil because she calls the counseling of the terminally ill death panels. Unfortunately, we already have these death panels, and they are insurance company executives that decide who will get to live based upon what they will pay for. The absurdity of the rationale in which it is all right for a person's fate based upon whether they have good health insurance, but it is not all right for all people to have access to health care because the government might be involved is a type of American madness.
If you look across the country, there are health insurance plans that, are 40 or 50% of the market. They have very little competition. And if we are going to get true competition for the health, for premiums to drive down costs, a public option is the best way to do that. Public plan, if you think about what Medicare has been able to do, or you think about what, competition really can do if we would have put the prescription drug benefit under Medicare, it would have driven down price. And the concentration of the insurance companies in these markets, and they have made, so while individual wages may have gone up 24%, healthcare costs, as I said, have gone up 120% over a 10-year period of time, but insurance profits have gone up 428% over that 10-year period of time.
So obviously there's something going on here where they're making a lot of money and not driving down costs, and competition from a public option would help do that.